This is Western Mass News on ABC 40.
It's a plea for the suspect at the center of a deadly triple stabbing in Springfield on Sunday that killed 2 women. Welcome everyone to Western Mass News at 4. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Abby Carnevale. Western Mass News was in the courtroom as the suspect faced a judge. Western Mass News reporter Wesley Days joins us live outside the Hampden County Hall of Justice with more details.
Yeah, it took quite some time to arraign Osama al-Khwarat this morning, Chris and Abby. Our crew got here around 11 o'clock this morning. He wasn't arraigned until a little before 3 o'clock this afternoon. There's 4 charges being brought against him at this time. Multiple murder charges, an armed assault to murder charge, and an assault and battery with a dangerous weapon charge. Now, his hearing just wrapped up a few minutes ago, as I just told you. We come on the air at 4. It wrapped up a little after 3 o'clock this afternoon. You're taking a look now inside the courtroom as al-Khwarat faced a judge. His hands were wrapped in bandages as they were placed now securely behind his back. He's accused of stabbing 3 people around noon Sunday on Marion Street in what police describe as a domestic disturbance. 2 women are dead. The 3rd victim, a man at last checked, is being treated for serious injuries. Those victims' identities are still unknown at this time. Police are still investigating that incident. Meanwhile, back at court, al-Khwarat needed an Arabic interpreter to communicate with the judge as he was being brought up on those 4 counts. While there was a language barrier, the judge made his ruling crystal clear.
The defendant will be held without right to bail by agreement of the parties without prejudice.
It's important to note that the defense and prosecutorial teams did agree on that holding without bail. His next court appearance, we're talking about al-Khwarat here, is scheduled for June 17th. Reporting live in Springfield, Wesley Days, Western Mass News.
Wesley.